The morning sun filtered through the modest curtains of the household as the daily rhythm began with an air of unusual excitement. The worldwide blow-molded plastics market was expanding at a pace not seen since the 1960s, and for Darlene, this macroeconomic shift felt deeply personal. Her project, humorously titled "What Is Up with All the Crypt Keepers," was about to be presented to the prestigious Wellman Board of Directors. Robin had promised to present Darlene's innovative ideas, and she had even invited Darlene to watch the session. Looking at the screen, Darlene could not help but remark with her signature wit that it was nice the old patriarchs still had a comfortable place to hang out. Robin began the presentation with a glowing report, stating that production at the Landford plant had increased by 20%. Then, in a sudden move that sent Darlene into a silent frenzy, Robin invited Darlene to address the board herself. Darlene was caught completely off guard, wearing nothing but her old sweatpants. She felt like the bride of Frankensock. With only 2 minutes to spare, a domestic emergency was declared. The family scrambled to find a corner of the house that looked less humble. They moved to the fireplace, piling books on the mantelpiece to create an aura of middle-class intelligence. Amidst the chaos, a motion-activated singing fish on the wall began to belt out a song about being happy, adding a layer of absurd comedy to the high-stakes moment. When the camera finally turned on, Darlene composed herself and pretended to be at a fictional lake house. She shared heartfelt insights about motivating workers through small kindnesses like coffee gift cards and breakroom pinball machines. She urged the board to show the line workers that they truly cared. Although she made it through the meeting, the hidden stress manifested into a severe panic attack once the screen went dark. Fearing a heart attack, Darlene sought medical help, only to learn that her physical symptoms were a reflection of her deep-seated fear of failure and the weight of providing a better future for her children. Meanwhile, Dan faced his own transition. After being fired from his construction job due to a hearing issue he refused to admit, he found himself helping Ben at the local hardware store. Though Dan initially balked at the idea of wearing an apron, he soon found joy in sharing his vast knowledge with clueless customers. A brief clash of egos with Ben occurred, but they eventually found a mutual respect. Dan realized his days of heavy labor were behind him and that he could still be vital in a new role. The family continued to navigate life's hurdles with laughter. Harris dealt with the sting of being ghosted by her wealthy boyfriend, Josh. With the support of her Aunt Jackie and Becky, she confronted him at his parents' house, reclaiming her dignity by telling him he was merely average despite his great hair. It was a moment of closure that proved she deserved far more than a boy who avoided difficult conversations. Young Mark was also struggling with the modern world's heavy information flow, which caused him significant stomach pains. The doctor explained that chronic stress from constant bad news was the culprit. Darlene realized that in her effort to be honest with her son, she had accidentally overwhelmed him. Together, they decided to change the narrative, focusing on positive news like the return of wildlife to peaceful canals. The story reached a heartwarming conclusion as Jackie resolved a petty grievance at the local cemetery, ensuring her sister's memory remained respected. At the dinner table, Dan arrived with a set of pawn-shop hearing aids. He marveled at being able to hear every word, but with a mischievous grin, he showed them the remote control. He explained that he could now turn the volume down whenever the family chatter became too loud. It was a quiet victory, a reminder that while life may be unpredictable, a sense of humor and the love of family are the most durable tools of all.